Good evening. I'm Ed Fenton, Chairman of Wire and Cable Manufacturers Alliance. I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk to you about the history of the Wire and Cable Clubs and this award. Many knew or heard of Dick Callahan, former publisher of Wire Industry News, the old Pink Sheet, and his wife Harriet, who organized the first meetings of the New England Wire and Cable Club and then later the Sun Belt Wire and Cable Club in the 1980s. During the 1990s, the Callahans sold their publishing business and turned over responsibilities of the clubs to Ray Zirkle and myself, who renamed the organization to Wire and Cable Clubs of America. Ray and I ran the clubs during the 1990s while we were also running the Wire and Cable Focus Conference and Expo. I took over the clubs myself in 1996, but I really appreciate Ray's passion for this enterprise. He really helped back the clubs and promote the organization in transition. I decided to incorporate the Wire and Cable Manufacturers Alliance, WCMA, as a nonprofit in 2005. Our former advisory group became our founding board of directors, and we brought in Deb Mathiasen as executive director. All of this to basically make sure our industry activities could carry on long term if either myself or any of our original advisors got hit by the bus. The clubs originally hosted executive level business luncheons that later evolved into our three main events: our annual golf outing, this awards dinner, and our annual holiday luncheon meeting in December. The first Distinguished Career Award in 1985 was Dick's brainchild after losing his good friend and industry leader, Charles Scott, in the early 1980s. Here we are in Holyoke, Massachusetts, standing in front of 60 Jackson Street, which during the 80s and 90s was a former location of Northeast Wire. Northeast Wire was founded by Charles D. Scott, an entrepreneurial person in our industry who had immense character and credibility. He was a great entrepreneur, a great industry mentor. His contributions were significant enough where we're sure that's why Dick Callahan selected Charles D. Scott as the original namesake for the Distinguished Career Award of the original Wire and Cable Clubs. Time has passed, and we now call our award the WCMA Distinguished Career Award, dropping the historical connection. But we still seek to recognize outstanding individuals who contribute to the wire and cable making industry, like Charles Scott. In the old days, Dick and a private group of advisors selected often more than the 8 individuals we select now. Back then, it was a bit more of a longevity contest. You had to have at least 30 years in the industry to be considered. But there were many industry leaders who had that time in. Also, it is safe to say that back then you not only had to be an industry leader, but you also had to pretty much be able to stay up from Friday night to Sunday morning in the hospitality suite. It's probably a good thing for the general health of our recipients and so we could be invited back to host hotels that we've streamlined things a bit more in recent years.
For over 25 years, the WCMA Distinguished Career Award has given public recognition to individuals in the electrical and electronic wire and cable field who have served the industry for a minimum of 25 years and who, during that time, have made outstanding contributions with exceptional personal acumen. The award citation reads, "In recognition of steadfast and dedicated service to the wire and cable industry, members of the Wire and Cable Manufacturers Alliance have selected a recipient of its Distinguished Career Award. Industry colleagues salute the recipient for professional attainments and outstanding qualities of mind and character which have earned him or her the wire industry's esteem, affection, and respect." Nominations for the Distinguished Career Award may be submitted by WCMA members or industry event attendees. If you know of an individual you believe is qualified, you can contact the WCMA office or submit a name for consideration on the website. The WCMA board screens the nomination list and then distributes a ballot to a special committee of over 100 prior award recipients who vote for up to 10 individuals. The results of the ballot provide guidance for a final selection committee of board members who are prior recipients to select 8 individuals. This is truly a peer group review and selection process. Honorees are then announced in advance at the WCMA luncheon meeting held in December. The selection committee and board members choose award recipients using an approved set of criteria developed in more recent years. The organization likes to refer to the criteria as the 3 C's: career, contribution, and credibility. Regarding career, a prerequisite for nomination is 25 years of service to the industry. However, longevity and seniority are not the sole criteria. An individual's career path must include significant industry contributions, such as responsibility as a company's founder or owner, an upper management position, or one holding significant commercial manufacturing or technical oversight. Other recipients, if not in upper management, have been recognized in the past for contributions such as introducing a patented technology or for launching a new product line. Character and credibility are equally important. Recipients of this Distinguished Career Award honor their word, compete fairly, mentor young executives, and promote the industry when possible. WCMA points out that in an industry filled with many outstanding individuals, it is most difficult to select each year's recipients. The board and selection committee believe, however, that selections are made honestly and fairly by using these criteria. Through this process, WCMA will maintain its history of excellence, recognizing distinguished wire and cable careers for many years to come.